So it is Wednesday. It is November 1st. I can't believe it's already November 1st. It
Yeah.
seems like it was just January 1st, not that long ago. And I was doing New Year's in Barbados, standing on a roof, watching the greatest fireworks in Barbados going off on both sides of me. It was totally awesome. But it seems like just yesterday. Where did the year go?
Incredible. And another thing I want to say in my office this year when I was very sick, right? Because I just got better over the summer.
Yeah.
And I wrote 2023 is going to be the best year of my life. I had
And it
claimed
is.
it while I was sick. Isn't that amazing?
Absolutely. We
Yeah.
we we project
Yes.
what we want to be, right? So everything, and I say it all the time, everything is all about perspective. If you have a poor perspective, you're going to get poor results. If you got a great perspective, you're going to get great results, right? So welcome, Miss Nina. Don't you know we had a great meeting at 2 o'clock? Nice to meet your friends.
Yeah, it was an amazing meeting. They're so excited. They're fired up.
I
I
could tell.
literally kicked them out of my house 5 o'clock. Like, you guys have to go. I have to eat. I have to do other things.
Yeah, you got a mom to take care of, food to make, and things to do, right?
Yeah, exactly.
Yes, yes, yes. Well, listen, it's as I said, it's Wednesday. It's November 1st. Welcome to our live co-op income call for today. I see we got a nice jam-packed webinar once again. And listen, I always do my D-Dog, and I'm going to do the D-Dog once again. And I always whenever I say something, whenever I give you something to think about, yeah, I want it to be important. And right now, we're going to talk about embracing the power of discipline, right? Discipline is the bridge between our aspirations and our accomplishments. So let me say it again. Discipline is the bridge between our aspirations and our accomplishments. It really is the silent force that propels us forward, turning obstacles into opportunities and potential into performance. You see, most people think of discipline in very small terms. Okay, well, I got to be disciplined to get up at 7 o'clock in the morning. I got to be disciplined to exercise when I say I'm going to exercise. That is a part of discipline. And yes, that's it. But you have to think beyond just that action that you're doing, right? Because when you understand that, when you embrace the transformative power of discipline, and that it is much more than just taking action, it's a way of thinking. It actually takes you into much deeper thought. And folks, discipline, it is so important in so many different ways. As a matter of fact, it's important in almost every aspect of our life. It stops us from procrastinating. It stops us from being inconsistent, and it paves the way for us to have excellence and success. So that is my D-Dog for today. Do you have anything you want to add before I get started with our presentation?
Yeah, I do.
I know you do.
Because these words are so important, because it's not just for everyone here as our audience, but they really inspire me also. So I wrote something here. No matter what, keep trusting, keep believing, be strong and have hope. The best is yet to come. Believe you can get what you want and define what you want in such a way that you begin your visualization as thoughts and not memories and not a dream. Okay. Don't be the season, and don't be the reason you don't succeed.
Yeah, exactly.
Because we stop ourselves from achieving goals.
100%.
And you know what? When I saw this opportunity, I'm being absolutely transparent. When I saw this, the very first time I saw your Zoom, I'm like, I could volunteer, I could help. What help do you guys need? Because
Yeah, I remember. I was actually surprised that was your first webinar, because you were being very forthcoming and wanting to help just like that. So yeah, thank you very much for that.
Yeah.
And
So
I see Boss is writing, and I'm probably saying that wrong right now. Get out of your own way. It's absolutely correct. You see, most things in life, the thing that's holding you back in life from almost everything that you want. When you look in the mirror, you're going to see it, right? So
Yep.
don't let yourself hold you back. So thanks for sharing that. I love when the participants are participating in our webinar. And by the way, speaking about participating, I better get on with the show so that we can all participate in our own recovery. So thank you very much for that, Miss Nina. Ladies and gentlemen, it is time to get busy with it. Let me make sure I've got the right screen up here. And here we go. Listen, man. Every time that I get ready to start one of these webinars, and every time, even if there's no one around and I'm making a modification to one of the slides or something like that, and I come across one of the slides, and this is one of the slides that actually it almost takes my breath away, because it says so much on that slide. And unlike, most things in life, we hear all kinds of things every single day where, we got all these shining objects that are being thrown our way. But the thing that always gets me is that, this is something that I've been thinking about wanting to do for such a long period of time. And it's here right now. And it's way better than I thought it could be. Cooperative income, folks. Cooperative income. It is where income meets fun. When have you ever heard words like that? Income meeting fun. You see, CoopInc is a revolutionary way to earn a predictable, ongoing passive income. And I always like to unpack that a little bit, because predictable, you want to know that you have money coming in, because if you don't know that you have money coming in, you cannot plan. And ongoing, not only you want to know you have money coming in, you want to know that it's going to keep coming in over and over and over again. And no matter what expert that you talk to, whether it be Kiyosaki or Robbins or Les Brown, whoever it might be, they always talk about the best type of income that you can have is passive income. You see, passive income means that if you break your leg, you're still going to get paid. If you want to take a day off, you're still going to get paid. If you want to go on a sojourn and you want to go up to Alaska for a month, you're still going to get paid, right? That is the beauty about having a passive income. And folks, come on. We need an income. So that's why we've got a predictable, ongoing passive income. And the best part about what we do is that you get to do it with your family and friends, right? You get to do it with your family and friends to receive daily cash flow, allowing you to quickly live a life. Check this out, right? Because this is a part of the slide that really gets me every time. Allow you to live debt-free, stress-free, and financially free. Now, unpack that for a minute, folks. Don't you really want to live debt-free? Do you want to go to bed every night wondering how you're going to pay your next bill? Or do you want to go to bed and sleep peacefully knowing that your bills are paid? See, that's debt-free. And then, you see, when you're debt-free, it allows you to be stress-free. And finally, folks, as most of you already know, I was homeless, so I know what it's like to not have enough. I know what it's like to not be able to feed my daughter when she's hungry. And it wasn't a very nice feeling. As a matter of fact, it's the most stressful feeling that I ever had. And now I'm financially free. I was happy, but now I can do the things that I want. Financially free is exactly where we all want to be, because it allows us to do the things that we want, when we want, and with who we want. So now let me explain to everybody exactly what CoopInc is. Now, just before, let me just tell you, right? CoopInc is an income replacement system. Check that out, folks. An income replacement system, right? No matter who you are, you know somebody that has probably recently lost their job. You know somebody that is not making enough money to pay their monthly bills. We all know somebody like that, because 90% of the world's population does not make enough money to sustain a healthy lifestyle. And to make our income replacement work, we use cooperative crowdfunding. Cooperative crowdfunding is crowdfunding Funding 2.0. And as everybody knows, I created crowdfunding back in 2001. Crowdfunding, as you know, was a paradigm shift in the way every man, woman, and child raises money for everything. Even big businesses today, they don't go to venture capitalists so much anymore. They go the crowdfunding route because it makes more sense. And you see, crowdfunding, it allowed people with a broken leg to get mended. It allowed people that were suffering to be healed. It allowed people from all walks of life to take care of temporary problems. Even Barack Obama used crowdfunding to become president of the United States of America. Now imagine a great system like that. And I knew we could do better, so I created cooperative crowdfunding and crowdfunding 2.0. You see, what crowdfunding 2.0 does is it makes crowdfunding and the money that you can receive from crowdfunding more accessible to more people. More accessible to more people. And crowdfunding 2.0, it allows you to actually build an income and a sustainable income, a livable income that can sustain you for the rest of your life. And it quickly replaces that lost income, or it supplements that short income. And ladies and gentlemen, you know, there are many times in life where we've had a demarcation point. The demarcation point is when something magnificent, something monumental happens to change history from the way it was before that demarcation point to the way it is after that demarcation point. The internet, for example, it changed the way we get information and live our lives. So there was a demarcation point when the internet was introduced. Crowdfunding, regular crowdfunding back in 2001, it was a demarcation point for the way people got money for needs. And today is a demarcation point for how the world is going to earn an income. The demarcation point from yesterday, the history part, was the industrial age. And as most of you know right now, the industrial age is dead. Big business isn't giving you more jobs. Big business is not giving you a secure job. You need to now find your own way because big business doesn't need you anymore. They have machines to do what you used to do. They have artificial intelligence to think for you. So they've been laying you off by the hundreds of millions. And it's only going to get worse. So we are needed right now. And we are at that demarcation point in which incomes will now be earned using crowdfunding 2.0. And folks, let me tell you something. Crowdfunding 2.0 and CoopInc, well, it works really, really well because we are a cooperative. You see, co-op stands for cooperative income. We are a cooperative, and in a cooperative, each member does a little, helping us each reach our individual goals faster. So when you have 20 people maybe digging a hole, it means that that hole is going to get dug faster. And you have all different types of cooperatives. You have farming cooperatives, you have banking cooperatives, you have housing cooperatives, you have all kinds of cooperatives. Uber is a cooperative. Airbnb is a cooperative. You see, they came up with good ideas to allow you to make money. CoopInc is a cooperative, and it's going to change the way you earn an income from this point forward. And we are going to do it together. And by becoming a member of CoopInc, you can receive daily cash flow. Check this out, folks. You can receive daily cash flow from 5 different income streams by simply completing 2 simple doable steps. By simply completing 2 simple doable steps. I don't know about you guys, but I can't remember the last time that I was looking to earn an income, looking for a job, looking for a way to make some extra bank. And I came across something that said, hey, listen, I'm going to pay you for the rest of your life. And you only have to complete 2 simple doable steps. Let me put this in context for you, right? When you go to your job and you work those 40 hours and it's the end of the week, your employer pays you for those 40 hours. Do they say, hey, listen, Nina, we like what you did. So why don't you stay home next week? We're going to pay you for those 40 hours. And you know what? Let's make it a little better. Why don't you stay home the week after and the week after, and we'll just keep paying you. Is that all right? You see, that's what we're talking about here. And here are those 2 simple doable steps, which are literally going to blow your mind at their ease, right? And I can't believe that I'm even calling step 1 a step, right? You need to register. Whether it's this business, whether you take a course, whatever it is that you're doing, you need to register, right? So registering is your first step. And it's a one-time out of pocket $20. $20 to register and get set up to create a predictable, ongoing passive income. And to get and activate that ongoing passive income is something that you want to do. You're not going to pull away. You're not going to say this is difficult. You're not going to say I don't want to do this. The reason why you want to do it is because you get to do it with friends and family. You see, when you invite a friend or a family member to join you, you're giving them the exact same opportunity as you. You are inviting them to participate in creating an ongoing passive income for themselves. And you only have to do that to 3 friends. As a matter of fact, they can be friends, family, or foe. You don't even have to like them because you'll help them and they'll help you. And we have a lot of people, they say, well, I don't have any friends left. I invited my friends to 3 businesses so far this year, and all those businesses, well, they didn't go very well. Now they don't want to talk to me anymore. Well, people fell off their bike more than once as well. They got back on their bike and they rode it. People have invested in stocks, lost money, invested in more stocks, right? You just have to make wiser choices. And I can tell you right now that this system, cooperative income, is the wisest choice you can ever make. And you're going to see results immediately. And when you see those results immediately, you're going to know whether it's going to work or not. You don't have to wait 2 months. You don't have to wait 3 months. You don't have to wait 6 months. You're going to find out whether or not it's working for you immediately because you receive your royalties immediately and you can withdraw them every day. So you don't have to wait to see if it works. You're going to know whether or not it works because it happens so quickly. And completing these 2 steps activates your pop income. And here's the most important thing that I'm going to say, and I want you to listen closely, please. You see, CoopInc, well, it works for 100% of the people, 100% of the time who complete those 2 simple doable steps. Works for 100% of the people, 100% of the time who complete those 2 simple doable steps. Like, what more do you want? And by the way, some of you are new. This is your first time on this webinar, which is fantastic because that's what we want. We want you to, once you become a member, we want you bringing new people to this webinar. And you're seeing me for the very first time. And you might be saying to yourself, well, why should I trust you? And I get that, right? Mostly I want you to trust yourself, but I am going to give you a few reasons why I believe that you should trust me. Number 1, this is not my first rodeo. You see, I've done things to change the entire planet multiple times. I created the loyalty card. The loyalty card accounts for $52 trillion. Trillion. I said trillion, right? With a T. 52 trillion US dollars. It accounts for $52 trillion in annual spending. I created that. I created the world's first internet mall, not the internet, not internet shopping. I created the world's first internet mall. The whole world is using the internet to shop right now. And the most important accomplishment that I created was crowdfunding, which I created in 2002. It had a paradigm shift. It had a major impact on the lives of people around the world. And it had an even bigger impact on small businesses. You see, until crowdfunding came around, small businesses did not have access to funding. Now, when you're a small business and you need money, you have instant access. And you can use crowdfunding. So I've done things. And in the last 22 years, because I created the first crowdfunding system in 2001, in the last 22 years, my businesses have been up and running uninterrupted, not even down for a day. Even when I was sick for 6.5 years and I had trouble even spelling my name, the businesses kept running and people kept earning an income with them. And during those 22 years, we have never missed a payday. And people have received over $1 billion because of the systems that I created. So I come with a very good resume. You know, if you're going to find a wife or you're going to find a girlfriend, you know, you want to know what their resume is, right? So I come with a very good resume. And this system, like I say, it works for 100% of the people 100% of the time. And here's the secret, right? Here's the secret to reaching your goals. You see, we use a pay it forward method. You can start with $20, right? And you can complete those 2 steps like that. But if you want to reach your goals faster and you want to have a greater impact on the people that you're inviting, use our pay it forward method. Buy 3 co-op 20 tokens for $60. Now, it's not really costing you $60 because 20 of that $60, because you don't have to buy your own token. Like I'm going to pay it forward for Nina. Right. So now she's going to buy 3 co-op 20 tokens. And let me tell you, folks, it's much easier to say, hey, listen, do you want to join me in business? And, you know, you can get started for $20. It's way easier to say, hey, listen, Nina, I've found the greatest business that I've ever come across, and I'm already receiving an income from it. And if you need more money than you have right now, I'd like you to take a look at it. Nina takes a look at it. She says, that seems like a pretty good idea. I think I'm ready to join you. So instead of having Nina pay for herself, I'm going to say, Nina, listen, I'm going to pay it forward for you, right? I'm going to pay it forward for you. So I'm doing something for her instead of her doing something for me. That's a much better way of getting started in business. And folks, let me tell you something else. We do something else that nobody else on the planet does. We turn your giving into your receiving. You see, when I pay it forward to Nina and I say, I want you to do the exact same thing, I actually become a receiver. So giving does, in fact, lead to receiving, and it does it in a great way here in co-op income. Now watch this, folks. You see, as I mentioned, we got 5 different income streams. And as I continue to go through this presentation, it's going to blow your mind. It is literally going to blow your mind. Now, the first income stream is Co-op 20, which I've talked about several times so far. Co-op 20 is in a 3x6 cooperative. Most people call it a 3x6 matrix, but I like to call it a cooperative because we're working together. And in a 3x6 cooperative, you have 6 income generations, and you have 1,092 positions in which you can get paid. So each one of those positions, pretend that's a big hotel. And each time one of those positions, someone activates, the lights go on, you get paid. So that's the first way in which you're going to get you started earning an income. Then the next 4 ways we're going to get you earning an income is through a 3x10. And in a 3x10, instead of receiving on 1,092 income centers, you're actually going to now be able to receive on 88,572 income centers. And you're going to be able to do that 4 times. And as I continue with this, it is literally going to blow your mind. So let me keep going here, right? You get started with and here, by the way, I'm going to show you right now how you can get to $9,000 in your first 27 days. Now, I know most of you would like to have $9,000 in your first 27 days. If you'd like to have an extra $9,000 in your first 27 days and know that the next 27 days are going to earn you more, show me some love. Let me see those hearts. Let me see those tears of joy. And here's how it's going to happen. And in this example, we each join and buy 3 tokens to pay it forward, right? And each member pays it forward to 3 friends. I love that, folks. Thank you very much. Each member pays it forward to 3 friends in their first 3 days. And then each member will receive over $9,000 in their first 27 days. Now, let me just unpack that for a second, folks, because it's so important, right? You know, sometimes when I talk to people, because I literally talk to hundreds of people every day. Sometimes I talk to strangers just walking up and down the street. As a matter of fact, the other day, actually it wasn't the other day, about 3 months ago, I was driving my Bentley and I ended up getting pulled over by a cop. I'm thinking, oh my gosh, maybe my tag's expired or something. So he comes up and, you know, he was trying to act copish, right? And by the way, the cops in Toronto are the best cops anywhere in the world. So this cop, he comes up and he's talking to me, and he's asking me, you know, a few questions. They seemed a little odd. Like, he didn't ask me for my license. He didn't ask me for, you know, my insurance and stuff like that. We were having conversation. And then he says to me, listen, the reason why I pulled you over is because I want to know how you're driving a Bentley. So that cop actually became a friend and registered in this business. So talk to people, because you never know what's going to happen, right? So the reason why I tell you that is that some people you say something to, you know, they're working 40 hours a week. And by the way, a lot of people are working at McDonald's. 15% of the population, their first job is at McDonald's. I even did it one day. They have these celebrity days, and I went to McDonald's and I did it one day. It is a difficult job. But some people would rather keep working those 40 hours and not have enough money to pay their monthly bills than to talk to 3 friends and create an income that can last a lifetime. Folks, does that make any sense to you? Don't let that be you. All right, so let's go on and let's see how you get to that $27,000. And by the way, $27,000, listen, do you really think that I've been working all these years so that you can only receive $27,000? No. But it resonates. So I'm going to show you how you're going to get there. So everything, as I said, happens in the cooperative. And we get started in the Co-op 20, which I said is a 3x6 cooperative. By the way, folks, as you know, all of the systems that I put together, they are transformative. They are something that no one has ever seen. Excuse me, they are something that no one's ever seen before. This is no different. This 3x6 cooperative, it does something that no other matrix has ever done. That is a 3x6. It re-enters you, it recycles you, and your team follows you to create additional income for you. As we travel through this, it's literally going to blow your mind. Now, on days 1 to 3, you're going to complete those 2 steps. Now, listen closely, all right? Listen very closely. On days 1 to 3, you're going to complete those 2 steps. How many times did I say you had to do those steps? Once. So your work is really done in these first 3 days. What you're going to do is you're going to register, and you're going to buy those 3 co-op tokens for $60. When you pay it forward to your 3 friends, you're going to receive $24. You're also going to pass 3 milestones. The first milestone that you're going to pass is that now that $24 is enough to keep you in business, because this is a subscription crowdfunding system. And as a subscription crowdfunding system, you keep paying into it so that you can keep getting payment out of it. And in this particular case, it renews every 28 days for $20. And on days 1 to 3, you now have more than enough to cover that renewal. Now think about this, folks. When was the last time that you opened up a business that can be so rewarding, and you're in profit in your first 3 days. There's not too many. So milestone number 1 is that you got your next month's subscription covered. Milestone number 2, you're in profit because you got $24, so you got $4 extra. Now let's think about this other milestone. And when you think about this next milestone, let me remind you, I've been doing business now for 22 years. My businesses have been online consistently for 22 years without missing a payment. So it goes to, you would think that this business is going to be online for at least that long and probably longer. This is created to be a legacy business. A legacy business that you can pass down to your next generation so that they can continue to benefit from what you're building right now. 3 days. And you're done. Your work is done. Your work is done after 3 days. Now, most of us know more than 3 people that could use more money than they have right now. But if you wanted to stop working, you could. Now, watch what happens next. You see, your friends are going to do the exact same thing. And in the next 3 days, they invite their 3 friends. They're now in profit. They've completed those 3 milestones, and you've made more money. Now, see, this is where things start getting a little crazy. I said things are going to get crazy. This is where things start getting really crazy. You see, on days 7 to 9, their 3 friends go out and get 3 friends. And now look now you're at $88. You might be saying to yourself, well, that's not very much money. And you're right, it's not. But what it is, it's enough money in which it covers your $20 subscription, and it automatically opens up your Co-op 28 for you to now start receiving an income on the 3x10. So you go from receiving an income on a 3x6 and 1,092 people to now you're starting to receive an income off of 88,572 people. Now, some of you might be saying, but what if I don't want to go into Co-op 28? What if I want to keep that $28 in my pocket? You can, but you shouldn't, right? Don't turn off your automatic upgrade, because here's what happens. You see, the same way that you moved up, you see right here, this says your 3, right? Back in between days 1 and 3, you invited your 3. I said you didn't have to do any more work, and you don't. It is the same 3 people that are now causing you to receive more money. Again, you didn't do more work. You didn't put out more effort. You just received more money. And here's why you don't want to turn it off. Yes, you paid $28 to get in. But when your 3 friends follow you, you receive $35. And in those 3 days, you go from paying $28 to being in profit in your Co-op 28 and receiving another income stream. Do you see how it's starting to get a little crazy? Now watch this. You see, it keeps growing. Right now you're at $193, and your friends are now at $88, and they've now joined you in Co-op 28. And here, now you're getting ready to pass another milestone. You see, now things were crazy before. Now they get to be a little bit insane. You see, during days 13 to 15, those people here on generation 4, they each invite 3 friends, and now you're at $534. Now you might be saying, so what's the big deal? Well, here's the big deal, because now it opens up automatically without you having to take any money out of pocket. It opens up automatically your Co-op 280. And again, you might say to yourself, but wait, I don't want to get into the Co-op 280. I need that money. But yes, you do want to get into Co-op 28, because again, look at that. You see, it says your 3. It is the exact same friends that got you started in Co-op 20. It is the same 3 friends that got you started in Co-op 28. And it is the exact same 3 friends that got you started in Co-op 280. You see, this is how you start receiving an income. This is the most well thought out plan and strategy to help you go from where you are right now to where you want to be. You see, when you go into that Co-op 280, your friends are going to follow you. So that 280 that you took out of your wallet has now been returned, and now you've got $352 because they've joined you. So you're not out of pocket, you are in greater profit. You are in greater profit. And by the way, folks, it just keeps going. You see, this income stream that we're creating for you, it keeps increasing. Now watch this. You see, now on days 16 to 18, folks, you're not even 2 weeks in. And remember, everyone's completing 2 steps one time. Everyone's completing 2 steps one time. You're not doing it over and over and over again. Right now, all you're doing is watching your money grow. And days 16 to 18, now you're at $2,283. This is another milestone because this covers the monthly expenses for about 90% of the global population. Imagine you can help 6,200,000,000 people cover their monthly expenses in just over 2 weeks, including your monthly expenses. And now, as you see, this cooperative is finished. It's level 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Now what? It's done. You see, in every other business model that you know, your income stops. But here we are different. You see, we are innovators. We create paradigm shifts in almost everything we do. And something revolutionary happens. At this point, you are automatically recycled, automatically re-entered to earn more money. And your income automatically continues to grow at an extraordinary and unprecedented rate without limit. And folks, you didn't invite more teammates. You didn't do more work. You didn't take more money out of your pocket. All you're doing is receiving more money. All you're doing is receiving more money. You see, that's a good thing. It says your 3. It is your same 3 friends that are helping you to earn money again. And now you're at $3,158. But it doesn't stop because days 22 to 24, now you're at $5,126. And you did hear me say that within your first 27 days, you're going to have $9,000. But guess what, folks? You're going to have way more than $9,000 because we aren't including what's happening in your Co-op 28. We aren't including what's happening in your Co-op 280. You're just making more money. Now I can keep going on days 28 to 30, 31 to 33, but why? We don't need to keep going. You can see that this has a progressive income model, and it is bringing you huge rewards. Now, watch this. You see, this is the part that gets really insane, right? You see, after your first 18 days, this filled up, right? Remember, this filled up. And it closed. You continue to receive money on all your completed matrices, and you continue to receive money on your open matrices. So this is your open matrix, you're going to earn money. This is a closed matrix, you're going to earn money. This is another closed matrix, you're going to earn money. You see, these are all on your 3x6s. And if that 3x6, if you get a new one opened up every 28 days, at the end of the year, you've got 13 of these. And you'd be receiving $9,000 from each of them. But the best part is you'll be receiving $9,000 from each of them every 28 days. That's $121,000 going to you every 28 days. And that doesn't even include what goes on down here. because these are your 3x10s. You see, now you are in your CoopInc 28. Now you are in your CoopInc 280. And should you choose, you can go into your Co-op B 28 and your Co-op B 280 to earn way more money. And folks, it is the same people from when you got started right here. It is the same people that did this. 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 You haven't worked a day since day 3 on what I'm showing you here right now, but yet you will become a multi-millionaire. It blows my mind. And by the way, you see, this one over here, this is going to fill too. And guess what? When that one fills, boom, 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 it starts another one as well. And when this one fills, it starts another one. Now, let me show you something here. I'm going to go back one slide. Actually, I took it off. I should have left that one slide. But let's look at this for a second, all right? So this is your 3x10, right? And in this 3x10, that is your first 3 friends. You invited them on days 1 to 2. You see, and then this, I know it's pretty small, so sorry about that. That's their friends. And this, see that? That's this. That's that right there. That's that, right? That's your 3x6. That's what this is right here. It's the same 3x6 that's making you money right here. It's the same 3x6 that's making you money right here. It's the same 3x6 that's making you money right here. It's the same 3x6 that's making you money right here. It's the same 3x6 that's making you money right here. And you see they're over here as well and making you more money, right? It's the same people making you money over and over and over again. No more work, just more money. No more work, just more money. No more work, just more money. You know, I talk to a lot of really smart people every day. Really smart people, like Nina, for example. And I talk to other people that have joined us and people that have, you know, they've had major successes in business. And I show them this, and it's like, they're kind of baffled because, like, it doesn't make sense. Like, how can it be? And then they look at it again, and then they ask me more questions. And then I give them the answers, and they say, and there's always, when someone discovers something new and it's like astounding. It's like, is it real? And it's like, well, no, hold on. I get that a lot, right? But you see, people, they just become a loss for words because when they look at this, it seems so crystal clear, and it is. And because it's so crystal clear, and because you can see that it's so rewarding, they think that it can't be true, but it is. You see, let me tell you something. Not only have I been in business for 22 years, not only have I not missed a payday in 22 years, everything that has ever been said on my sites works exactly the way that I said it does. So what I'm telling you right here, all of this magnificence right here, this income that you can earn right here, everything that I am telling you is 100% fact. And not only am I telling you that it is 100% fact, I am willing to back it up with my money. And I'm going to do this again. You put up $1, I'll put up $10,000. You put up $1, I'll put up $10,000. If you can find a better system, easier to understand, more rewarding system anywhere in the known universe, show it to me. And if it's a fact, I'll give you $10,000. If it's not, you owe me $1. No one's been able to prove me wrong because my systems always do exactly what I say they will do. And folks, let me just take it a step further. Let me take it a step further. You see, not only do my businesses do exactly what I say they will do, you can actually use my system for free and prove whether or not it does what I say it would do. And only an insane person who has spent so much time, so much money, so much effort building these systems would allow you to use it for free if it didn't work. Folks, this is the greatest system on the planet, and you get to use it. You're one of the first people that gets to use it. You get to be a pioneer, not a pioneer in my businesses, a pioneer in this system. You see, you get live webinars, you get support, you get marketing tools. And here's the part that I like. Look at that number 3. You see, that talks about community. You see, we are building an unbelievably great, tight-knit community here. We care about each other. I'm helping Nina. Nina's helping me. We're helping you. You're helping us. You see, every single time somebody makes a payment in this system, either 6 to 10 other causes are getting help. You see, when you invite somebody to join you, it's helping you and 9 other causes. When Nina renews, it is helping 10 other causes. You see, every single time we do something, we are helping multiple causes reach their goal. That is our cooperative community. And that is why we love doing what we're doing. And because of this cooperative community, if you look way down here, right, it says we have a profound mission. We do. It is a profound mission that no other entity on the planet has been able to do. We are going to do it. You see, I got you, right? I got you. We're a team. We're going to do this together. You see, we are going to beat poverty by the end of this decade. We got 6 years. We are going to beat poverty by the end of this decade. And guess what? It only takes 72 cents a day to beat poverty. You see these TV commercials, let's save the lions. It's going to cost you $19 a month. No, let's save the elephants. It's going to cost you $25 a month, right? How about saving yourself? It's going to cost you $72 a day. I mean, 19, yeah, right? 72 cents a day, right? And you can save yourself and your family and your friends. We've got it going on here at Co-op Income. We're going to create for you a predictable, ongoing passive income so that you can get your monthly bills paid, so that you can get out of debt, so that you can get your big ideas funded, and so that you can live debt-free, stress-free, and financially free the rest of your life. We mean what we say, and you get to prove it. You see, 2 simple doable steps, a few friends. Check it out, right? 2 simple doable steps and a few friends. Let me say it again. 2 simple doable steps and a few friends will create that pop income for you to change your life. And I said friends. That means that when you get wealthy, you're going to have wealthy friends. When you want to go to the beach, you're going to go to the beach with your friends. When you want to buy a house in a nice neighborhood, your friends can buy a house in a nice neighborhood. When you want to go to Paris and have lunch in Paris, your friends can join you. And if you decide to have dinner in Italy, your friends can join you. You see, money is the transportation to get you from where you are right now to where you want to be. You see, money is not about greed. Money is about need. Money allows you to live to your fullest potential. Think about this. How many of you right now had a dream 10 years ago that you had to put on the shelf because life got in the way, because you didn't have enough money, because you had to get a job, because maybe you have children, whatever? Your dream got put on the shelf. Wake that dream up, because we're going to provide you with money for everything. And remember what I said at least 3 times on this webinar. Co-op Inc. works for 100% of the people, 100% of the time, who complete those 2 simple, doable steps. Folks, let's get busy with it. Miss Nina, what say you?
Again, it was excellent. It was to the point, precise. I think everyone loved it. I loved it.
I love it.
I love it. And
I
I
love
was
it.
watching the time too, you know that.
I don't even know what time it is. Well, you know what? Looks like I was probably about 40 minutes.
Yeah.
And by the way, folks, I'm going to record what's on those slides. It's probably going to take me about 10 minutes. I'm going to record what's on those slides, because sometimes sometimes you have to tell a story to help get the message across, right? It's not just the simple message. It's about what that message means. Yeah, we're going to show you how to get wealthy, but what else does it mean? It also means that, you can help your friends. It means that, your parents who might be stressed to the max right now because they're seeing their retirement being eaten away by inflation. That house that they were going to give to you when they passed is now gone, and they've got a reverse mortgage so that they can live because everything costs so much money. They're stressed. You see, you're stressed as a young person because you don't know what your future looks like. They're stressed as an elderly person because they don't know what their future looks like. See, with Co-op Inc., it doesn't matter how young or how old you are to start dreaming. If you're 15, dream with Co-op Inc. If you're 50, dream with Co-op Inc. If you're 80, dream with Co-op Inc. We'll wake them up. We'll wake them up in 2 steps. And not only will we wake them up in 2 steps, we'll do it fast, right? This is not something that you got to wait months to see results. It's not something that you got to wait years to see results. You see results today. Get started today, see results today. Get started today, see more results tomorrow. Get started today, see more results the next day. You see, we keep creating results minute after minute, hour after hour, day after day, week after week, month after month, year after year. Oh boy, I better slow down, Miss Nina.
I know. But the thing is, David, you're so outstanding. And this is your baby. You have created this. And that's why you cannot control your passion. Because you have so many people around the world. Because the more I'm listening to you, the more I'm understanding why you go so crazy with this passion. Because you have so many people reach their dreams.
Oh my goodness.
See, and that's what I saw when I saw you for the very first time. I said, I'm in. I could volunteer whatever help you need. Because I saw my dream coming through this platform, you guys. Simple 2 doable steps could change everything for you and us together.
We're at about 1.3 million people that we've helped so far.
How many? 1 point what?
We're at about 1.3 million people that we've helped so far.
Wow.
You know what I call that? A good start. There's about 250 people that are in co-op at this moment. Not all of them are paid, but there's about 250,000 people that are in co-op. But overall, I'm at about 1.3 million people. I call that a good start. Folks, listen to me. Listen close. This system that you're looking at right now, it is going to change lives. It is going to be a paradigm shift in the way we receive an income. It is going to create more incomes than Amazon. Amazon claims that they have created incomes for about 430,000 people around the globe. We are going to surpass that. And not only we're going to surpass that, we're going to create a livable income for people. You see, just because somebody made 40 cents doesn't mean it's an income. We're going to create a livable income so that you can live your dreams and do the things that you want, when you want, with who you want. And you see, when you get to live your dreams, we have a better planet. When you get to live your dreams, it means that you're coming up with ideas to make water drinkable for everybody. You see, when you're waking up your dreams, we come up with solutions to purify our air. Right now, today, right now, there have been so many great ideas that big business has taken and paid them a whole bunch of money and then put them in the shelves because it would cost them money. You see, those people with those great ideas, it broke their heart to sell, but they had to because big business would have crushed them. So if they didn't accept the money, then big business would have found another way to put them out of business. You see, when you have money, you don't need to sell your soul. When you have money, we come up with solutions. Oh boy, I'm going on it
David,
again.
you just made me so emotional again. My eyes are getting teary again because honestly, I can't wait. I can't wait till I could say I've helped thousands of people
Yeah.
and to millions of people, you know,
Yeah.
100%. Everyone is so excited.
Yeah.
I mean, again, from the bottom of my heart and from every single person on this call right now, we thank you, David. We are so fortunate that we found you. I am so fortunate. I thank God every day that I found this company. And I can't wait 2 more months and finish this year so strong. And that's something that I had predicted when I was so sick in bed, that somehow, some way I was going to finish my 2023 so strong. Found it. This is
Right.
it.
And folks, listen, this is where the discipline that I talked about earlier, right? Don't just tell yourself you're going to do something. Do it.
Do it.
Right? Don't just talk about, and by the way, speaking about talking about something, about 2.5 weeks ago, on one of the webinars that I did, I said I have been talking about losing weight since May. And I talked about it every day, right? And here it is, you know, the middle of October, and I still didn't lose any weight. You want to know why? Because all I did was talk about it. So I made a promise to myself, which is the best promise that you can make and the worst promise that you can break. And I did in front of all you. I said I'm going to lose 32 pounds by the end of this year, folks. I'm already down 7 pounds.
Woo!
Right? So listen, discipline, make a promise to yourself, keep that promise to yourself. Ladies and gentlemen, I want to thank you for being with us tonight. When we get off this call, don't go back to watching Seinfeld reruns. Don't go back to that Twinkie. Get busy with it. Send out some messages to your friends. Tell them you've got the answer. Tell them you got the solution. Tell them that you're even going to pay for them to get started in the solution, right? The solution is right here. See, we built it for you. I even opened up the door for you. All you've got to do is walk through it. Ladies and gentlemen, we are going to be here for you tomorrow at 2 p.m. We are going to be here for you tomorrow at 8 p.m. We got you covered. Make sure you come to the webinar. Don't come alone. Ladies and gentlemen, thank you for being with us. My pleasure to serve you. For me and our lovely Miss Nina, good night. Let's get busy with it.
Guys. See you tomorrow.